Let's get some more business news now with Sally, and news of the business deals announced in the run-up to President Trump's arrival here in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely. There has been a flurry of activity and plenty of big announcements already ahead of today's state visit officially getting underway. So they're mainly in the tech world. The latest has come from Microsoft, as you just heard. The tech behemoth, the world's second most valuable company, says it plans to invest $30 billion into UK artificial intelligence infrastructure by 2028, betting big on Britain's technological future as part of a US-UK tech agreement, which includes the likes of Google, Nvidia and OpenAI. The Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, has called the deal a generational step change in our relationship with the US. Speaking exclusively to the BBC, Microsoft's chief executive says AI could boost the UK economy by 10% in 5 years. Satya Nadella has been talking to our technology editor, Zoe Kleinman.
You're announcing a $30 billion, that's £22 billion investment in the UK over the next 4 years. So here in the UK, we get infrastructure in the form of data centres, we get a supercomputer. What's in it for Microsoft?
We've been in the UK since 1982, it's 40 plus years, and we've consistently over all these decades invested in the UK to bring the best technology so that we can then have customers across the United Kingdom. So that's the goal for us, is to be able to really, at the end of the day, make these long-term capital investments because of the attractiveness of the market and the policy stability across governments in the UK. And to me, that is what allows us to be able to sort of go year after year, decade after decade, and bet on the customers of the United Kingdom using this technology to, quite frankly, create technology that then is used around the world.
The UK economy is pretty sluggish at the moment, I think it's fair to say. When do you think AI is going to deliver this promised 10% growth boost that we're supposed to be getting?
Always, whenever anyone gets excited about AI, I want to see it ultimately in the economic growth and in the GDP growth.
So could we say in 10 years?
Well, I mean, you can never predict. So the point is, since it all is compounding, right? So the ability for AI perhaps to benefit from even the investments everyone made, even on the cloud, it may happen faster. So our hope is not 10 years, but maybe 5 years, but it does take time. I think there's no shortcutting the time for diffusion and also change. Let's not ignore the fact that organizations also have to go through the hard process of how to change the processes that adjust to these new levels of productivity.
Is there a danger that the UK is giving up its digital sovereignty, though, by doing so many deals with US companies like Microsoft?
You should be mindful of is we are making this capital investment in the UK soil, right? So these are AI factories, cloud factories that are very much part of the infrastructure of the United Kingdom. And so you have now trusted American technology that UK can use and companies across the UK can use to create more technology for the United Kingdom and for the United States and the world. And that's, I think, what's happening both in the United States and in the UK. And it's a good example, I think, of how every country in the world should probably be thinking about their policy, their regulations, and the attractiveness, right? So it's not about auctioning, it's more about attracting.
Finally, you're heading to Windsor Castle for the state banquet with the King and Queen later. Have you used Copilot to brush up on your royal protocol?
Oh, well, I'm definitely going to do that before I show up there for sure. I mean, I was very surprised that there was a very different dress protocol, which I'm not making sure that I'm ready for.